Rachel. I already went ahead and started the reading. But what do I mean? I already started the recording, not the reading. Oh my goodness. So what I do, since you're new to my channel, what I do is I write down a lot of information that I'm getting from your individual for you. There's nothing behind it. There is stuff in front of it because of the fact that this is going to be Miss Stacy's read, and then here is going to be the list for tonight, okay? So the way that I do my mediumship is I do give you a spiel in the beginning, okay? This doesn't take from you 30 minutes. I do add on whatever I ended up going on about, okay? So if you've gotten a mediumship before, or even if you've never gotten a mediumship before, I ask that you completely release any and all expectations, because every single medium is completely very unique to their own gifts and their own abilities, so they're going to read differently, okay? On top of that, I ask that you release any form of logic or literacy, because if you're going to be too literal about the message, it's not going to flow appropriately, because that's not how Spirit actually talks. Spirit will download a message to that medium and they would give it to them, and then the universe is going to support it with anything that medium has ever physically ever experienced. And so just because I'll be getting, for example, the Taco Bell cup in front of me, you could be like, no, that doesn't make sense because they didn't like eating Mexican food, or they didn't usually eat out like that. And it's not going to be exactly that. The cup in front of me is clear. They could be talking about they're trying to come in clearly, which that wouldn't be clearly. That they're talking about how like they're wanting to show you the white texture of the bell that's on there, or talking about the bell that's there to tell you about something about wedding bells, which feels like it goes with you for some reason, which I don't know why. But that would be how mediumship really truly works, okay? And another thing to keep in mind is that with Spirit, they completely let go of their physical ego. Oh my gosh, your Spirit's hard heavy. So your Spirit is already giving me where I can't really like talk, like it, well, not talk, but where it's hard to breathe. Huge pressure with on the nose. I feel like this is a masculine, and they instantly are gravitating to children. I don't know if you've got 3 girls or what's going on, if you have a baby as well, but that's definitely pushing me towards that. I'll get back to that in a second. But I will say that Spirit doesn't show themselves all the time as a physical person. They don't really show physical aspects such as emotions or stuff like that unless they want to give the facade of doing so. They completely release any form of gender, sexuality, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, any egotistic type of mindset or thought, okay? They don't hold on to hatred. One common thing that's very found within spirituality is going to be the fact of love, basically, and wanting to demonstrate it and show it to somebody, okay? So on top of that, I am going to go ahead and move further into your reading. I am going to tax on about 4 more minutes, so it's going to be 30 minutes in total still, okay? So that masculine that was coming forward before, does that make sense to you? And do you have 3 girls? Also, I forgot to mention, so I do look for conversation back and forth with my mediumship. It's not just me talking 100%. I'm going to be looking for you telling me, yes, that resonates, and then no, that doesn't resonate, but with context, okay? And I don't want you to feed me anything either. Don't give me anything that I haven't already given you. That's all I ask. If I'm trying to channel the way that this person is past, and if I'm getting the same similar symptoms and it resonates, be like, yes, that resonates, because that would be appropriate. But if I'm not giving you anything that matches or aligns with it, don't give it, okay? Got it. Okay, don't worry. It's okay. So then if you're not sure about the masculine, they're going to be talking about the father of these 3 children, which I feel like the father of these 3 children is an absolute amazing person. And do the girls' names start with A? Please don't tell me what the names are yet, because I'm really trying to develop that skill to be able to pull up names, because I already feel like one of them is going to be, and this might sound weird, but I feel like Olivia is actually one, but it's with an A, and I've never seen it ever spelt with an A before. And then I feel like another one is Evangeline, and then there's also one more, which is, I feel like the one more is going to be the oldest. And just don't give it to me, though, because I'm really sure that this person's going to be giving it to me. Also, they go, how dare you? I'm not masculine. But I was really thinking that they were talking about him being masculine. Okay, so they're talking about the husband, how he's raised you up and brought you back to feeling like you have somebody or something to hold on to. That makes sense. So let me just write this down. So does Olivia with an A sound correct, and Evangeline or Angie? Now the first one, after I said Angie, the AN stands out to me. So definitely the first one is either going to be Angie or Annabelle. Masculine is what I got first. But you said it didn't resonate. And also every time I bring up the husband, it absolutely feels like that's the topic that they're wanting to talk about. Husband, amazing. Support. So happy. And then I'm getting 3 girls. 3 girls with A names. Yes, all names correct. Oh my god. Aw, that's awesome. Okay, so with this, so obviously one can only assume that this is feminine now. I'm not gonna claim and say that I got a feminine energy, because I wasn't getting feminine thrown out at me. I was getting masculine, and then the husband resonates to it. And at first I was gonna say, okay, do you have a husband that passed? But as I'm channeling your husband feels like he's got mass. He feels like he's still physically here, which he is very physical, correct? He hasn't passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to remember that whenever you guys say I'm about to cry, it doesn't always mean that I did something wrong. That it's more of just the aspect of like happy and stuff like that. Oh yeah, so was it Angie or Annabelle for your first child? Because the Angie or Annabelle feels like she's the oldest. Cindy, totally floored that you get the names. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's something I've really tried super hard to work on to actually get. It is not easy to get names. It really isn't. And it's like hit and miss if it does come through. Okay, so my husband is absolutely an amazing person. He is a huge supporter for my kids. No, he's okay, perfect. Because I was really hoping it wasn't going this way, because the love that you guys have with each other is absolutely beautiful. And you would have started to see me be like a sad sap the whole read, because I would have started breaking down to cry. Look, I'm even already starting to get teary-eyed thinking that would have been where it was going. How rude. Just kidding. Evangeline. And Olivia actually sounds correct with the A. Good tears. Okay, Annabella. Ooh, Annabella. I was thinking it was just Annabelle. So technically, I'm actually wrong, but still. Annabella. Okay, and so the way that I'm seeing this is it goes Annabella, Evangeline, and then Olivia. Olivia would be your baby, correct? And I've never seen Olivia spelt like that either. So I'm just like, I got it. But the only reason why I got it is because the Evangeline is the one that set off the whole like understanding that all of them have A's, no matter what. So I would go Annabelle, Evangeline, and then Olivia. Is that how the ages are? Okay, so yes. So would this be a maternal aspect? Is this going to be a maternal grandma or something? Because like I said, I'm not going to pretend that I got feminine in the beginning. Instantly, I felt masculine, wanting to talk about a masculine, which they did. They're really wanting to make sure that they know that that they so approve of the husband and they really genuinely love this person. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe what if this is going to be somebody from his side? And I haven't ruled that out just yet because I haven't gotten a negative feeling from it, because then I can just start channeling it for him. But I'm really trying to focus on somebody for you, and I'm feeling that this is going to go maternal side. See, and then whenever I'm sitting there reading your response about grandpa, I'm not feeling like it's a genuine masculine. I'm feeling like this is going to be a feminine. No worries, Miss Cindy. I have you down too. I was looking for you earlier. Olivia, okay, so, oh yeah, so you said yes. So this will be the second oldest. And as you saw before, I showed you the page. So literally I didn't have anything on the page. So because I've had people ask me, they're like, what are you doing over there? Why did you do this? How do you know this? I'm like, do you need my story again? It's pretty long. So now what I want to do is I really want to start pulling in memories and stuff. Are you able to, so don't give me anything, okay? Don't give me anything that I don't give you. Are you able to verify, if I were to start trying to tap in with Grandma, do you know her personality? Do you know who she is? Things like that. Are you able to verify stuff with her? Because if not, that makes it super very hard. And that would make sense as to why she's giving the people that you have now around you to show you that, hey, I am actually here. Like, hey, I'm here. So if you can't verify me, I'm giving you, with spot on accuracy, I'm giving you your baby girls' names. Thank you. I really appreciate that very much. Not really, to be honest. Okay, then that makes sense. That makes so much more sense to me, because I've seen this happen before where they are just flat out back to back nonstop, boom, 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 with names if that loved one never met them, because of the fact that they're trying to give some form of validation so that way you can have the authenticity for yourself to know that, wow, how in the hell would she know any of this? And also the whole aspect of trying to talk about the husband, that she loves this for you. So honestly, is your mom is still very physical though. I was trying to, so whenever it was maternal and it gave me mom, that's whenever I was trying to see if your mom was alive. And I'm sorry, I should have asked, because I shouldn't have tapped into her energy. But no, your mom is very much alive. She's got, so your mom, the way that this grandma is showing me is your mom is like a little bit, like she's got some cheeks on her, but she's also got short hair, correct? Going back. And she has this most beautiful smile. She has kind of like a very, I was going to say like a very, no, that would be weird if your mom's listening and then I say a seductive, deeper tone of voice. But I just said it anyways. Anyway, she's got like that raspy tone to her where she's got like a very, like it's very pretty, but it's more of like a raspy type coming out-esque, if that makes sense to you. Does that sound like it resonates to you with your mama? And your mama has got a really good like personality, sense of humor type-esque. Yes, she is. Correct. Okay. And correct is going to be for like the physical aspect I was giving. Yeah, she does raspy. Okay. So without a doubt, this is going to be her mama. This is going to be her mom coming through. Maternal side. So your maternal grandmother is very much past, correct? Now, if you say no, this will shock me, but it also won't, because of the fact that if the maternal grandmother is still alive, but she's very close to, like passing, and I don't fearmonger. I won't give a death date, so please don't even ask. But if she is still physical, it'd kind of trick me because of the fact that she completely feels spiritual. But if they're very close to passing, or they have Alzheimer's or dementia, and they're getting close to that part, they're going to show up as spirit more so. Okay. So I always, no matter what, I'm always asking questions. That's what mediumship is about. Correct on personality. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Your mom's mom is still alive, but it's your dad's mom. Okay. So I'm still really feeling maternal. I just want to make sure that, so with your mom's mom, the maternal side, is grandma, does she have dementia, Alzheimer's? Is she really sick? My mom's mom is completely healthy. Okay, that's where it's going to throw me off. Because with certainty, it really felt like we were going in with the maternal side of mom. Because there is just so much, everything, just talking about her so diligently. But the thing is I won't, so with me, I don't sit here and go, yeah, it's her, them, and try to like do like an argument type of thing back and forth, where it's more, not argument, but like persuasive. I'm not going to sit here and persuade you on it either, and that would be kind of like, well, I know she's alive thing. So that would make it hard to really give you a reason why she's being channeled, okay? So, mom's mom alive. Can you give me the paternal grandma's name? Because this is 100% going to be a feminine. This isn't going to be where masculine goes into grandpa. Because whenever I said masculine, I was seriously thinking we were going to go into masculine. I was thinking this is going to be a husband. But it makes sense that they're just trying to show you that they're happy that you found that purest form of love. And does the paternal grandma start with either like an E or a D? And D is in dog, or Diane, or Dina. Paternal would be your dad's. So your dad's mom. Because you said your mom's mom is still very much alive and healthy. So we're just going to try to... I wrote that she's alive and healthy. But I want to move further into paternal side. That's fine. That's fine. But the thing is so... But she already said that she couldn't confirm anything for you. So you trying to give her all of that, that's not going to make sense. Oh, there's the E. Bonnie. Got it. And then instead of Dina or Diane, it doesn't have that. It just has a double N in Bonnie. I see where I went wrong there. That makes sense. It may not make sense to you, and I'm not going to persuade you, but there's the E at the end of Bonnie. And I was thinking Deanne or Diane with, you know how they spell it D-E-A-N-N-E or D-I-A-N-N-E? That would make sense with the N-N-I-E. So, Grandma Bonnie. You got me there. You could have just given it to me, though. I'm just saying. Hello there. Also, so who's the newborn? That would be Olivia, right? She's not even past the year yet. And then also, do you have... So, the 12... Either 12 or 13. I wanted to say 11, but I don't really know. So, around the age of 11 to 13 is your oldest, right? Hello there. Welcome in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so 7 months, and then the oldest I'm getting between 11 to 13. Is that correct? Thank you. You guys are amazing too. Yes, my oldest is 11. Oh my gosh, I'm so humble. Aw, well, thank you. I appreciate it. 11 years. Who just had a birthday in April? Is that going to be Evangeline? Because of the fact that I am trying to get Evangeline's age, because it's it's not going to be super young, 7 months old. This feels like she's still school age already. But I feel like her birthday may have just passed too. Oh, it's Annabelle's. Okay, that makes sense. All of the A names are definitely throwing me off. But with Evangeline, I'm trying to get her age specifically. And don't give it to me yet, though. Okay? Because I really do think that this grandma will give it to me. Especially because she's wanting to prove that she's here for you. So Annabelle was April. Do you know Miss Bonnie's date of birth? Oh, that's beautiful. The imagery she's giving me is like, it's this very beautiful, like murky blue, like light blue water, and it's so gorgeous. It's got like little pebbles in it and stuff, and stones that come up that have a little bit of moss, and in the background there's like this huge wall of rock, and then there's like a tree on a left side, tree on a right side, and looks like people can walk across on the top, but it has this waterfall that comes down, and there's like a cave inside the waterfall. It's so gorgeous. I don't know what this is. No worries, that's okay. Don't feel bad if you can't remember the birthday. It's completely okay. She wants you to know that specifically. So the main thing that she's getting at is she's saying you are a phenomenal parent. Like literally the love that you have with your husband as well. I almost said your husband, Joe. But the love that you have with your husband, she goes, that's what I have with mine. And she goes, that is something that never goes away, ever. Yes, she really does love everything outdoors. She's very, very much in love with it. She also keeps on mentioning key lime pie. So if you're able to confirm anything like that, that would be really cool. Key lime pie. That's so random. Oh. Miss Rachel, was your person the one that I was talking about, like the coughing in the nose? Like the nose pressure? That's just, it feels so weird though, because we were just talking about it, and now I'm just like kind of gun shy to even say it, because I don't know if I'm being influenced by the question that we were talking about before, or I mean the topic, or if she's actually giving me something like this. Because to me, the pressure on the nose, like right here on the nasal cavity, either is allergies or COVID. And then the whole aspect of where I couldn't like talk, where I felt like I had to cough, again, that gave me COVID as well. So nobody you know has COVID right now, right? Like you guys, because I know somebody earlier was saying that they were quarantining because of the fact that they had COVID. No, you're good. If it's going along with what I've already given you, like the signs and the symptoms and stuff, you can completely go ahead and have a conversation. But if it's something where like I haven't even brought it up and it doesn't even make sense, like if I haven't even given you a clue towards it, then that's where I'm just like, hold off, don't give me that, okay? But no, you're okay to give me stuff that I've already been giving you. Because again, like whenever they give me signs and symbols, we could sit here all day long with all the signs and symbols, and then we're probably never going to get nowhere. Bam, right there. Okay, that's exactly, yes, that is good to give somebody. Because what I was getting trickled in is, I was like, okay, why are you giving me her husband so much? Okay, and now you're giving me COVID symptoms or sinus symptoms. And so I was like, okay, are you trying to give, I was going to ask her next, are you trying to tell me that her husband is going to get COVID? And I was like, please don't. I don't give that type of message. I don't like that. But whenever it's advisory and it's for your better good, I absolutely do. But you said that you guys just recently had sinus infections about 2 weeks ago. And you guys have already done COVID tests and stuff like that, right? You guys have cleared that out, obviously, of course, because you have babies. Postcard for you. Aww. Okay, so the feeling was sinus related. Feeling, sinus infection. We have all had COVID, but last December. That would be around the time that Olivia was born, correct? And I'm not getting that from spiritual side. I'm getting that because we already figured out her age, 7 months. Yeah, if I'm ever having like a physical conversation with you guys and it's not coming from spirit, I will identify it so that way you guys aren't like, oh yeah, that's awesome, you got that, because like I don't want credit for that if I'm just talking like based off of something you just gave me. There's still a high alert for COVID, so what I mean a high alert is like she still got her ears perked about. She just gave you a bunch of information. Now she's giving me like pressure on the chest. She's just saying like for you guys to really be very cautious, a lot more cautious. But like don't go fear. I don't want it to come off fear mongering, okay? I really sincerely don't, because we all know that we need to wash our hands, wear our gloves, wear our masks where we need to, have sanitary hand sanitizer, that kind of thing. But she's going with this grandma. And this is why I really like whenever you guys come with people that I can actually speak back and forth with you about, where you can validate more. Because to me, I've got the names, but I'm just kind of worried about like giving this message and not really being able to give you like a memory seed or something. With her, she really wants you guys to be more mindful about this whole COVID thing. She doesn't like that you guys, and I don't know what you guys do. You know, I don't know if you guys constantly go out to eat and constantly are always out in the stores and stuff like that. I'm very uncomfortable right now giving this message because this is my first time reading you, and this is so vague. I mean, any psychic could just be like, oh hey, you know, be careful with COVID. You know what I mean? Oh. Are you guys still lingering with any types of symptoms? I don't do health, guys. Just with this here, this is like prominent. This grandma is like giving like all those. So your maternal grandmother, like, has she been exposed to any of it or anything like that? No, right? Okay. Okay. The one thing that I'm comfortable saying is I would just be very cautionary about it, especially with grandparents being around them, especially with the babies. You know what I mean? I'm not leaning too much on the babies, but like I was given signs about your husband, okay, and then all that, and it was coming from maternal side, and you said that your maternal grandmother is very healthy. She doesn't have Alzheimer's, she doesn't have dementia, she's not in a coma, which that's how they would normally come through if they are physical. So if she's healthy and alive, and they're giving me your husband and your maternal grandmother, just be very cautious, okay? That's all I'm saying. When's the last time that you talked to maternal grandmother? Sometimes this psychic stuff really does suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, perfect. And also don't go worrying or anything, okay? That's not what my readings are about. But I would just keep up with her and make sure that she's doing okay,